Today we're going to be covering home network utilization. Now, what is home network utilization exactly? Basically, any home that has digital devices in it, cell phones, laptops, desktop computers, tablets, wireless printers, any of these wonderful devices all use network resources. Now, these resources are fine in your home network, but you still have to communicate with the outside world using an internet service provider. And home network utilization is a method to determine how much you're actually using, what you're doing with it, what you need. So the three main points that you need to understand when it comes to home network utilization is how much do you actually use, how do you find out how much you use, and how much should you be paying for those services. Now, these are all very, very complex subjects, but we'll just go ahead and skim across the top and keep it nice and simple for time's sake. The first point is how much do you actually use? Well, to find this out, you need to get some type of monitoring tool in order to tell how much data your computer is sending and receiving inside and outside of your home network. Now, in the home network, generally a router will allow you a massive amount of data transfers from computer to tablet to phone to any digital device, as long as you're syncing them together. That network utilization does not get consumed. What does get consumed is the data from outside to inside and reverse. So some tools that we may use, here's one that I have found to be very beneficial, is Networks by Softpedia. Now, what Networks by Softpedia is a simple program that you download from softperfect.com, and then of course you go to Networks and you download it. Typical install stuff. What it does is it gives you the ability to monitor exactly how much bandwidth you are using up in your personal home. Basic way to do this, you just go to the website, then of course go down, download the file itself. Once you save it to your desktop, then you can install the program. Now, once the program is finally installed, it's going to give you menus that show you exactly how much data you're using on your computer at any given time. It calculates how much is being used weekly, monthly, daily, hourly, per minute, per second. And this is very beneficial when you're trying to determine how much you're using. Currently, I should be using under 200 kilobytes a second, and that's generally the normal. Now, when you're looking at service plans, what you need to do is you need to first find out how much you're using and then compare it to the service plans. What I have provided here is just some simple service plans provided from my local internet service provider, or ISP. Basically, the things that you have are everyday low price, basic, standard, turbo, extreme, and ultimate. And of course, the prices grow exponentially the further you go up. Of course, the lowest is 2 megabytes a second. Basic getting higher, 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 all the way up to 50 megabytes a second download speeds. Now, what this means is you are basically paying per kilobyte or per megabyte, depending on how much you use. Now, the whole point of the home network utilization is determine exactly how much you're using. For example, something that I've found to be true is the use of Netflix generally runs around 256 kilobytes a second. Now, if I'm running 256 kilobytes a second, I don't necessarily need the ultimate package, which provides 50 megabytes a second, which is an exponential growth of data transfer. It's just unnecessary for general use. For the normal internet user, you could run on the everyday low price, everyday low package with under 2 megabytes a second transfer rate. And the misconception is that the more you have, the faster your internet is. Well, that is true and it is false. You just have to determine exactly what you use before you make a decision on what you should purchase. So basically, the whole main point is you need to figure out exactly how much you're using first, using stuff like Networks or any other monitoring software. You need to find out how much you're paying currently, and if you're not currently using service, you just need to estimate what you should be purchasing. It's always good to start high and then go low, because the lower you get, the more difficult it is to do things on the internet. I hope you found this to be informative. If you have any questions, feel free to comment on my blog. Thank you.